starting to look like this one's going to go another inning. Great.
Anthony Rendon will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now here's the first pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Now here's the pitch. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive to left. And he is going to reach. It's a base hit.
Yeah, there's your potential winning run on first base. 2 outs. Now, at least you've given yourself a chance. Ball in the gap here has the potential to be a game winner, so you might see a no-doubles defense out there now.
Ian Desmond will stand in. Base on balls his last time. First pitch coming. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that's going to be a base hit here for Desmond. Throw comes in quickly, but the winning run is in scoring position now with 2 away.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hit have given him a bit of a wake-up call.
Jason Worth will stand in trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits as he's got a runner in scoring position at second with still 2 away. Here's the first pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
The 0-1. Here's a fly ball now lifted in the air out to right. Soler is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. That's leave a pair. This remains a 7-all tie. Drew Storen will come on now, and at least they've saved their closer until this deep into extra innings. Mike Olt stand in to start out the 12th inning of play, and it starts to become a war of attrition once you've reached this point in the ball game.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where there's some really tired legs out there on both sides. The bullpens have been working overtime. Heck, even the announcers are starting to get a little bit hoarse.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here's the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Here comes the 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Now, programming note to pass along. Those of you tuning in to see our afternoon aerobics show Get Fit with Eddie Cram. Unfortunately, due to the length of the game, that show will not be seen today. Ladies, we apologize. Jorge Soler will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Here's the first offering. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Stepping in now, number 12. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1.
You don't think there's a little adrenaline flowing out there right now?
Now here it comes. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. And how about that? Number 12 has got himself his first big league round tripper. We'll have to wait and see how many more of these he can mount in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got his first.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this: watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. I'm sure he was practically floating as he jogged the bases. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over. You know his phone's going to blow up. He's going to be calling his mom, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
In now, Chris D'Onofrio. And here's a ball hit in the air. Zimmerman is there, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on the solo home run as that'll give them the lead. And now we'll see if what's left of this crowd can rally their troops. Bottom of the 12th inning coming up. The Cubs are on top, 8-7. Bryce Harper will come forward now, trying to at least get on base with his guys down to run here in extra innings.
Yeah, I don't think you really need to be swinging for the fences just yet. You just need to find a way to get some guys on base and get that conveyor belt rolling.
Hector Rondon is on now to wrap this up as he'll try to finish things off here in the bottom of the 12th. Bryce Harper will step in now with his guys down to run here in extra innings. And gentlemen, I think we've been here before.
Yeah, they were able to overcome a deficit once before. Now, can they get lightning to strike twice?
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
The next pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Well, nothing too out of the ordinary right there. He just doesn't look this one into his glove. And now all of a sudden, they've got a man on here to begin this inning.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
He waits. Now the pitch. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. To second for one. Over to first, and Zimmerman is set down as well. It's a double play.
As a pitcher, that's how you pick your defense up behind you. They make an error leading off the inning, well, you give him another chance right away, and he gets his man right here to bounce into a tailor-made double play.
Wilson Ramos will stand in now with two away, and it's back to the drawing board here following the double play.
Yeah, and that was the third of the game so far, and it's going to be really hard to win when you're just giving away outs like that.
Let's go, Wilson, come on.
Now the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one.
Get it out of here.
1-0 on the way. Oh, and a loud swing on this ball as it's soaring out to deep center field. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Well, this one sure didn't come easy. It took them 12 innings to do it, but they come away with a great victory here on the road.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 8-7. So long from Washington.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 8 runs on 7.
Here's the pitch from Beckett. Call strike 3 and a no-hitter.
And the Cubs win in a wild one. 12 innings. You know what? Honestly, I'm going to say I really wasn't sure that this one would live up to what the last one was, because the last time I tried to play this game, it froze, and it was 6-6 in the top of the 9th, and I was like, oh no, I'm not going to have another game that's going to match up to that. And I was wrong, dead wrong. But at least this one, we ended up winning. Same guys didn't end up homering in the ball game. But I don't know, the stats don't matter. W's are what matter, and that's what we got right there. Number 5 in a row. We've taken 2 from the Marlins there, with 3 for 3 against the Nationals in this series, which pushes us to 4-2 in our season series with them, which we have won the season series with the Nationals. So next game, I'm not going to say it doesn't matter, but at least against the Nationals it wouldn't matter. But overall in the whole season it matters, because we got to get back to that 500 mark. We're sitting at 28-29 now. Eric Jokic got his first win of the year, and I believe that actually might be his first win of his career. Let me just double check here real quick. Why not? When you hurt. That's not going to tell me there. But, you know, we really pulled together as a team there, and I was extremely excited about that win. Got really excited when Schwarber hit his first career home run, and his first home run of the year, too. Couldn't have come in a bigger spot than what he did there. You know, you just can't predict that kind of stuff. And yes, that is his first win of his career, but you can't predict stuff like that to happen. Definitely a huge win, pushes us 2 into second place behind the Brewers, tied with the Cardinals for second. So ever closer to pushing ourselves into this playoff picture, and that puts us also 2.5 out of the wild card, a very, very tight wild card as it is. You see there are 3 teams tied at the top of that, with the Phillies only a half game out there, and then us and the Cardinals sitting 2.5 back in that race. So definitely an interesting playoff picture here in the National League. I'm not sure what it looks like in the American League. You can look about what it is in the American League as well. American League there, yeah, it's a pretty tight one there too. We got 5 teams within 2 games, so a very similar race to what's going on in the National League. But the AL Central race with King Rouse and the Tigers there is a little bit more interesting than it is here in the NL Central, with the Brewers just blowing everybody away currently. But you know what? We're about just a little over a third of the way through the season. You know, so that's. Yeah, I think it's a third actually, maybe a quarter. But you know, we're not anywhere near being halfway done with the season. So you know, a lot of stuff can happen in that time, and injuries can happen. So we're just gonna have to see. You guys are gonna have to come back and see what happens. But that's gonna go ahead and do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to follow us here on Twitch at Life Around Sports Gaming, and then also to subscribe to us on YouTube as well at Life Around Sports Gaming Network. And then to keep up to date with all what's going on with Life Around Sports Network stuff, be sure to follow us on Twitter at LRSGN. That is pretty new. We just started that I'd say probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. So be sure to follow us on there. We appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys be sure to keep it real.